ओमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So we're reading from Canto 5, Chapter 14, Text 30. यदा पाखंडिभिर आत्मवंचितैस्तैर उरुवंचितो ब्रह्मकुलं समावसंस्तेषां शीलम् उपनयनादि श्रौत स्मार्त कर्मानुष्ठानेन भगवतो यज्ञ पुरुषस्याराधनम् एव तद् अरोचयन् शूद्रकुलं भजते निगमाचारे क्षुधितो यस्य मिथुनी भाव कुटुंब भरणम यथा वानर जाते हैं. Translation. The pseudo-swamis, yogis and incarnations who do not believe in the Supreme Personality of Godhead are known as Pashandis. They themselves are fallen and cheated because they do not know the real path of spiritual advancement, and whoever goes to them is certainly cheated in his turn. When one is thus cheated, he sometimes takes shelter of the real followers of Vedic principles, the Brahmanas or those in Krishna consciousness, who teach everyone how to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to the Vedic rituals. However, being able to stick to these principles, these rascals again fall down and take shelter among Shudras who are very expert in making arrangements for sex indulgence. Sex is very prominent among animals like monkeys, and such people who are enlivened by sex may be called descendants of monkeys. Yatha pakhandibhir tair uru vanchitah. So when the person is greatly cheated by the imposters, which Prabhupada is calling as pseudo swamis, yogis, etc. And who are these pseudo swamis, etc.? Who are these people? Atma vanchitaihi. They are the ones who cheat themselves also because they have no clue of Krishna consciousness. They are not devotees of the Lord. Brahmakulam samavasan. Then this person who got cheated, he'll go and stay or take shelter of Brahmanas or devotees. Arochayan. But he has no taste for practicing whatever the devotees are teaching. Therefore, Tesham Sheelam Bhagavato Yagya Purushasya Aradhanam. He has no taste for what? For the various things that they have taught, the sadhana bhakti or the way of worshipping the Lord. He does not like. So what he does? Upanayanadi Shrauta Smarta Karma Anushtanena. And these different things that they are teaching, they are through these different vidhis, these different rituals. And the example that is given is Upanayanadi, rituals like sacred thread according to Shrutis and Smritis. So what he does, when he is not able to follow this, Shudra Kulam Bhajate. He then joins the Shudra club again. And then what he does there in the club of Shudras, Nigamachare Ashuddhitah. Then he gets into those activities which are forbidden according to scriptures. Mithuni Bhavaha, especially sexual union, forbidden sexual union. Kutumba Bharanam Yatha Vanara Jate, simply supporting a family like the monkeys, or he can also be called as descendants of monkeys. So here, the thing that is given is about the person who is getting cheated by a cheater. Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, shloka 10. Prayana alpayushya sabhya kalavasmin yuge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hi upadrata. So there are 5 qualities which are mentioned of Kali Yuga Jiva. Prayana alpayu, short-lived. Say the person says, no, I am sure that I am going to live long. The next obstacle that is there on the path is Prayana Alpayusha Sabhya Kalavasmin Yuge Jana Manda. He might live long, but he might not be inclined towards spirituality. Now, some person might say, no, I'm very much inclined towards spirituality. I'm very much inclined. Then comes next, Sumanda Matayaho. But he doesn't have enough intelligence to distinguish what is right and what is wrong. And what happens? He gets cheated. So in this way, in the age of Kali, there are many, many people who are getting cheated. And Srila Prabhupada says, till the point there are people ready to get cheated, there will be cheaters existing in the entire society. As simple as that. Finally, how come these cheaters are still existing and sustaining themselves, nourishing themselves? Because there are many cheaters, the ones who are ready to get cheated, they are going to them and they are asking questions which the cheater can easily answer. How can I increase the salary? How can I get a job which is much more higher salaried than the current one? How can I get a good match for marriage? How can I kill that person? How can I get rid of this particular problem that I have? And the pseudo Swami, with all his style and magnetic nature, with his nice, wonderful speech, he just gives some bhasma to him. And this person is so happy, so very happy. So this point is very important to note. The ones who are ready to get cheated, they will have questions which only a cheater can answer. And he'll say, yes, take this bhasma, keep that gold chain that you're wearing, keep it here. Or before entering itself, they'll charge him. Oh, you're going to see such a great Swami who is not a devotee of Krishna, who is going to cheat you very soon. Yes, please keep money. This first installment of cheating and the rest will follow as per your stupid, foolish faith. As simple as that. Therefore, it's very important to note that we might accuse the cheaters, but we shouldn't fail to accuse the cheated also. Because till the point the cheated is going to get cheated, cheaters cannot exist. And why these people are getting cheated? No knowledge from Shastra. Basic fundamental point is this. No Shastric knowledge. Only Lokik knowledge, whatever people talk. And now I should say that YouTube knowledge. Social media knowledge, whatever comes. Because nowadays people don't talk to each other much, but they keep posting on various social media channels. And that's how people are learning now. Oh, this person is. Now it is very nice. Who is a bona fide sadhu? In the age of Kali? Yes, the ones who have greater number of subscribers. The ones whose shorts and videos have got many likes, etc., etc. And people feel, oh, very nice. He speaks very nice. And see, so many people are following. So I should also follow him. They are all getting cheated. Why I should remain away? I will also get cheated. So this is the fundamental problem which people have got now, because the source of knowledge itself is a problem. Before it used to be talk, word of mouth. Now it's more of social media and people are getting cheated. So these are about Swamis and the Dhongis. But there is one more cheater who is very, very strong. And that cheater goes on cheating everyone. And the cheater's name is Maya. She cheats everyone very nicely. She knows very well that how to cheat this person. She'll promise. She'll promise any wonderful soul, do this, you'll get happiness. Do this particular thing and you'll be completely satisfied. And this foolish living entity who is sleeping on the lap of Maya, Jiva jago, Gaura Chanda bole, Kotha nitra jao Maya picha se rakole. He is sleeping on the witch of Maya. And Maya Devi, she will show that, okay, see this, if you do this, you'll get it. He does it. And after doing that, when he does not get, so Maya will tell, see, you didn't try in a proper way. You didn't give your 100%. Give your 100%. You can achieve this particular thing. And guess what? Throughout the entire life of a living entity, Maya Devi, from all different angles, she'll keep cheating. And the best part is, the person who's getting cheated is not understanding that he's getting cheated. All glories to this wonderful cheater. All glories. After all, she is sister of the supreme cheater. It has to work. It has to work. But we have to understand one thing very clearly, that this cheater, at least the other cheaters who are there, they'll promise, they're not able to fulfill their promise, we can catch them also. But this cheater, she will promise and then she will give another promise and another promise. So there's over promise that is there, but under delivery. But still, the living entity is very eager. No, I'll do it. Therefore, it's very important to note that people who are in this entire cycle of getting cheated by Maya, at some point of time, they do get that disgust feeling, that frustration. But unfortunately, in this world, since everything is temporary, the feeling of frustration is also temporary. So the person is enjoying, and then there is huge frustration, he gives up, tyaga. And that tyaga also remains only for some time. And then again he comes back to bhoga. Bhoga, tyaga. And Maya Devi, in both bhoga and tyaga status of life of that devotee or that living entity, she keeps giving promise. Do this. You'll be happy. In this way, this is a very, very nice thing to note, that Maya is the wonderful cheater. And the ones who are getting cheated, they feel, no, they're not getting cheated. In fact, they have a wonderful shelter called Maya. There was a discussion that now the Mlecha faith is increasing so much because they'll be getting so many kids and the population of these Mlechas are increasing. And there's a fear that people have that these Mlechas will take over the entire world. As of now, they're orthodox and they might not allow people to do more sense gratification, and they're very much so-called religious people. They're ready to kill people for the sake of their own so-called religion or whatever. But one thing is very clear. In the age of Kali, Maya will not allow anyone to remain orthodox for a long time. She will know how to enter that orthodox group. She will know very well how to enter there and how to break the entire mood, the strong mood that they have of doing anything and everything for the religion. In fact, there are another group of Mlechas all over the world. In fact, their faith people only don't follow the faith. They say, no, it's all nonsense. This is all nonsense. Therefore, it's very important to note that no one in this world will be spared from being cheated, because the cheater is very strong. She is very subtle and she knows various ways. If we learn some ways of not being cheated, she knows different ways of cheating. And more. Unlimited cards she has. And every time she'll throw a new card. And every time we will get cheated. This is what is happening from time immemorial. But the ones who are getting cheated, since they are also getting some little pleasure, so they are also okay. Chalta hai, koi baat nahi. Listen, I am getting some little pleasure, so no problem. So in this way, the sense gratifiers are getting cheated. That's the point. Now the question comes that who are these sense gratifiers? Who are the sense gratifiers? Yes, everyone in this world. We have senses. We want to gratify our senses. And therefore we are called as sense gratifiers. Simple. Prabhupada writes a very nice thing in this purport. He says that those animals in Sattva Guna, that is mode of goodness, like cows, they take birth as people in mode of goodness. Sometimes you say, no, ye to gaay hai. He's like a cow. His behavior is so simple. So Sattva Guna. Those people, who have come from Rajoguna animal body, like lion, they'll be Rajasic. They'll have all Rajasic way of life. And the ones who have come from the mode of ignorance animal like monkeys, they are the human beings who are in Tamoguna. And the example given is monkeys. And these people in Tamoguna, they are the ones who will be very much addicted to sex. All the time. Thinking about sex, planning for sex, talking about sex, actually indulging into sexual intercourse. They are the ones. Why monkey is said here? It is described that monkeys, they have sex every 3 hours. Sometimes with one's own wife, and they have got many, many wives. And they don't spare their mother also, the sister also. In this way, monkeys, they have sex with anyone, any female around. Therefore, it's very, very high sex appetite. We can say monkeys have very, very high sex appetite. Now, there are people who are already monkeys in their behavior. Some people are monkey by face also. And then along with that, they have qualities of monkeys. They keep jumping from one branch to another to another. And along with that, now they want to have organs of monkeys also in their body. There are people, as Prabhupada mentioned in the purport, that they want to replace their sex glands with what? The sex glands of monkeys. So that they can continue to have sex lifelong. Can you imagine to what extent they're getting cheated? So Maya Devi is saying, if you have sex till your last breath, you will be happy. You'll be the happiest person. And now these people are thinking, how to do that? And Maya is saying, I'll give you an idea. Replace your sex glands with monkey sex glands. And all set. You'll be able to enjoy till your last breath. And they say, oh, amazing idea. And now, stupid people, they say that we are very advanced in science. This is their advancement. Replacing human organ with a monkey's organ. Someday it will come where they'll replace their brain also with monkey's brain. Therefore, it's very important to note that Maya Devi's trick can go on and on and on, and we'll never know till what extent. Can you imagine just to increase one's sex appetite? There are countries where fetus is sold. The woman becomes pregnant, and after a certain month of pregnancy, now she aborts the baby and gives that to sell. And in the market, the fetus are hanging. And people take that, like they purchase chicken or mutton, like that they purchase that fetus also. And they eat. And two things they say, when you eat fetus, what will happen? First is, your skin will shine. And second, your sex appetite increases. So therefore, people are very much interested for this. What will you do by making your skin shine? Attract opposite gender. After that, what will you do? Engage in sex. So for that, I need to have infinite sex appetite. Can you imagine to what extent people are getting cheated because they don't have any goal in life? So unfortunate situation. So human beings are monkeys like this. And therefore, Prabhupada says, when Darwin is saying that we have come from monkeys, that is correct also. Because many people in this world are in Tamoguna only. And those Tamoguna people, they subscribe to Darwin's theory. And Darwin is saying that his ancestors were monkeys. And they also say, yeah, even our ancestors were monkeys. But our ancestors are not monkeys. Our ancestors are great personalities, who are very much connected to Krishna. Therefore, this point is very important to note that the entire world is turning towards, or I should say the entire world is getting engrossed in Tamoguna. And because of that, all the time getting cheated by Maya through this one word, sex. Everything revolves around this one word, sex. Everything. In fact, Prabhupada, he writes in one of the purport that the economy develops in a country when there are many people who are into sex. That is into family life. Therefore, it's very important to note that it's not just we who are getting troubled. There are demigods in the heavenly planets who are also inclined to sex. What to do? This entire material world is meant for sense gratification. The highest level of sense gratification is sex enjoyment. And everyone wants to relish that epitome of material enjoyment, and that is sex. Therefore, when someone gives up that sex desire, or is hankering to give up that sex desire, or trying their best to give up the sex desire, do you think the cheater will allow? Maya will never allow. Maya will do overtime behind those people. She will do overtime. She will come in the form of various advertisement in the mobile. Those apps where no advertisement comes, suddenly an advertisement will come. Or we are out on the streets and Maya will send some agent. Go in half naked clothes in front of this person. Go. And when you go in front of that person, just stop and look at him once and then start walking again. That's your job. And that is enough. That is enough for a living entity. One glance of Maya's agent and everything will fall in place. So in this way, when someone tries to give up the sex desire, Maya will trick the person. And one has to be ready. One has to be ready to shield oneself very properly. Very, very important. If we are not shielding ourselves properly, we will again get cheated. We have been getting cheated from lifetime after lifetime from this one word sex. And again in this life, when we have a glorious golden opportunity to break the cycle of birth and death and attain Krishna's eternal service, and we have taken a call, yes, I'll give up the sex desire, Maya will not allow. She says, अच्छा बच्चा, छोड़ के जाएगा तो ऐसे कैसे छोड़ के जाएगा? I have many cards for you also. I have many cards. You're not getting attracted to a half-naked woman, but I'll send you a woman with tilak. Take. I'll send you a woman who is a very good book distributor. Take. Therefore, it's very important to note that Maya has her cards. Doesn't matter how many Bhagavatam classes we hear. How many times we hear that we are stuck here because of the sex desire. Still, Maya knows very well how to trick people and pull them out of their consciousness that no, this is not proper, this is not proper. Pull them out from there and give them another carrot which they can taste better. Therefore, it's very important to always meditate on this point, that how Maya Devi keeps tricking with this one word, sex. So now, for an ordinary materialist, when he gets cheated by these swamis, the cheaters of this world, which Shukadeva Goswami is describing very nicely, what happens? He gets disgusted. Now when he gets cheated, thoroughly frustrated, then he'll come to an ISKCON center for attending the Gita class. And there are many people it happens, no? Now some girlfriend left him and then he's frustrated, he comes and sits in the class. Or he's laid off from the job, he gets frustrated, he comes and sits in the class. And some people actually have enjoyed everything of this world and they're feeling that no, something is missing. They also come to sit in the class. So in this way, after getting thoroughly frustrated, they come in touch with devotees. Or I should put it the other way, because understanding the tattva of bhakti, it's not that by getting frustrated we can do bhakti. A devotee should come in touch with that frustrated person in that frustrating situation, then he can come to bhakti. It's not that I get frustrated so I can easily come to bhakti, not possible. Only if a devotee goes and that situation is still prevailing, the frustrating situation, this devotee goes and tells him, why don't you come here? This is so wonderful. You have tried so many things of this world. Why don't you try one more thing of this world? And at that time, this person registers. He says, yes, I'll come. Now it's nice to note that devotees have this free will to go and help people of this world. Now we don't know who is frustrated and who is not, because in this world everyone has got this plastic smile on the artificial face. They keep smiling. It's very difficult to know who is frustrated and who is not. Only if you ask few questions, you will get to know how thoroughly frustrated he is in his life. Therefore, devotees have this very, very great responsibility of going and talking to people and pulling them into Krishna consciousness. At times, it's very harmful for devotees also, because their consciousness gets spoiled. But if devotees are very strong in their sadhana, and their prayers are very, very particular to raise their consciousness to a level where they can always relish Krishna consciousness, then they will be safe. Or else, they will also get affected. But this devotees have to do, they have to go and help people of this world. And they have to pull them into Krishna consciousness. So now what happens when a living entity comes to the Krishna conscious realm? Then devotees will start training him step by step. Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bij. This Bhakti Lata Bij is nothing but the training that is offered to the living entities who come in the realm of Krishna consciousness. So step by step the training is given, step by step. Now, when initially the person comes, our expectation is less. But the expectation keeps growing from that person as he spends more time in Krishna consciousness. Initially, when he chants few rounds inattentively, we are happy. Even few mantras inattentively, we are happy. I have seen sometimes our boys telling their mentors, I'm chanting 3 mantras every day. And the mentor is so happy. You're chanting 3 mantras after coming to the first class. So wonderful. Now just imagine, after 3 years, he's chanting 3 mantras. I think all the mentors together will take him into a room and then beat him nicely. Yeah. Why? The expectation has increased. Even from us also, you see, after spending some good time in Krishna consciousness, when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, we understand that what is expected out of us. We need to develop those 26 devotee qualities. Now from that, we might not have any of it, but we are expected to develop 26 devotee qualities. We are expected to develop taste in chanting and Srimad Bhagavatam. So expectation has gone really high. Initially, it was just chanting few rounds, hearing a class, that too inattentively. Even if a newcomer sleeps in the class, the speaker is okay. But when that devotee is there for a good amount of time in Krishna consciousness and he sleeps, then it is not acceptable. Those devotees who are sleeping in chanting, not acceptable. Because expectation has increased now. Like any parent, when the child crawls and is about to get up and walk, they're very happy when he falls down also. But when he does that same thing, after becoming 30 years old, he's trying to crawl and get up and fall, the parents will be tensed. Maybe we have not given proper nourishment, he's not able to get up, only what's wrong. So in this way, the devotees also get tensed. Why this devotee is not advancing? What is the problem? Why is he not getting taste in Krishna consciousness? So when the expectation increases, and those people who are not very serious in practicing bhakti, so expectation is high, my practice is not to that level, so I'll not get taste. So it's not matching. So what happens when there is no taste? So after some time, when there is no taste in bhakti for a long time, then he'll start committing offenses. Step by step, very nicely, he'll commit offenses to everyone around. He'll start with devotees. Then he'll go to Acharya. Then he'll go to Supreme Personality of Godhead. So after committing nice offenses to everyone, then with that strong the mentality of aprad or offenses, the person will exit bhakti. Now when he goes out of bhakti, what he does is very nice to note and understand. When he goes out of bhakti, he feels he has got full freedom. Now there is no restriction. Now there are no 4 regulative principles, no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication. There's no restriction of waking up early in the morning. There's no restriction of associating with the opposite gender. Do whatever is needed. They call this as freedom. But the 4 regulative principles are called as regulative principles of freedom. Because when we follow the 4 regulative principles, no meat eating, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication, which Prabhupada mentions in this purport, then the person is actually free because he is not getting into the tight shackles of this material world. Because he is not controlled by 3 modes anymore if he is able to follow that nicely. Therefore, that is called as regulative principles of freedom. That is actual freedom. Even when mind is saying, no, go and have illicit connection with that opposite gender, but you are saying no. What does that mean? You are free to control your mind. But when the mind is saying, go and eat there, in that particular restaurant, that particular abominable item, and you just flow with the mind, you are not free. You are controlled. You are controlled by your mind. Therefore, it is said, these 4 regulative principles are regulative principles of freedom. But people feel that these are the principles of bondage. Therefore, many times people say, yeah, आप लोग के ISKCON में इतना rules and regulations क्यों है? Why are there so many rules and regulations in ISKCON? But they don't understand, these are rules and regulations of freedom. If you want to be free, you have to follow this. As simple as that. So now when the person goes out of bhakti, he feels, I can do anything. I can do anything and everything. And then all his family members were waiting. When will he come back? When will he come back? How much austerity my child is doing. And when the child comes back, yes, I'll do sense gratification. And parents are very happy. Yes, you should do sense gratification. In fact, I know some cases where the boy was practicing bhakti very nicely. He gave up intoxication, meat eating, other things. So when his mother got to know that he has given up meat eating, she said, how can you give up meat eating? You come home, I'll feed you. And she fed him nicely. And after that, he felt very guilty. He never came to bhakti. There was another such demoniac mother who was telling the child, "Arey, you started working and you're not even having little alcohol even once in a month. What is this?" Another demoniac mother, she was concerned about the child. He is there in the Western world, they're working, and he does not have any illicit connection. So she was very much concerned that what's wrong with you? You don't have even one girlfriend. And to such an extent that she was sending dating websites and links, to her son. Can you imagine? Where is the world proceeding to? So parents are very happy. Oh, good, come. We are breaking 4 relative principles. You also break 4 relative principles. Together we'll go to hell and enjoy in the hell with Yamaraj and Yamadutas. So these people, they feel, okay, after I give up bhakti, I can do whatever. I'll have so much of time. 2 hours of 16 rounds. 2 hours are saved. Bhagavatam class, reading, hearing. Then another 2 hours are saved. 4 hours are saved. And rest of the time when we go on the weekends for the programs, that time is also saved. Everything I'll utilize for doing sense gratification. So these people, they got up from the lap of Maya, they came in touch with devotees, and now they want to again sleep on the lap of Maya. And the ones who are insincere, throughout their entire journey of Krishna consciousness, if they were insincere, they will continue to sleep on the lap of Maya. They'll continue to sleep. What to do? And when they continue to sleep on the lap of Maya, so at that time, since they had some spiritual inclination, so organizations who have a lot of asad gurus, they will come and they will grab this person. And guess what? Again, he'll continue the journey of being cheated by the cheaters. This is the cycle, or this is the old tale of the cheater and the cheated. And cheated plays a main role than the cheater. This is what we understand from Srimad Bhagavatam. See, this same thing can happen now with us also. We should be very, very careful. Those people who are sincere, even when they slip and they want to do sense gratification, while doing sense gratification, they will feel guilty. And by that guilt, someday they will come back. There was one devotee, during college days, he got connected, and then he said, no, enough. So first year, second year, third year, he practiced bhakti nicely. Fourth year, he decided, enough. I want to go around with my friends. So he started going around, for movies, this and that, and things like that. Then he started working, got a good job. Again, he was enjoying with his friends. When he went home, he saw that his parents and his brother, they're all chanting Hare Krishna. So in the time when he got into sense gratification, they got in touch with devotees. And this boy was saying that I went home and the only thing that I was getting was prasad. My mother was chanting and she was cooking for me and I was having only prasad. And then again I came back to bhakti. And again something happened, I went back to my material ways of living. And again, Lord pulled me back. And again, now I'm there in front of you today. So the ones who are sincere, they've rendered some service. This devotee rendered a lot of service. He took care of the entire preaching of that college campus. So anyone who has rendered sincere service, Krishna will drag them back into Krishna consciousness. Therefore, whenever we are in good mood to render service, we should do it very sincerely. Without any second thought, we should do it very sincerely. That will actually help us, to remain in Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna will drag us back. But if you are insincere, then Krishna will continue to remain insincere. Some lifetime we will see later. This is what will be the thing. So therefore, such things can happen to us also, because we have come to bhakti understanding the futility of this material world. But while practicing bhakti, if we commit offenses, there are chances that we'll go out of bhakti. And then we'll get into material ways of life. Okay, we might come back to bhakti, that's okay. Because that's how powerful the bhakti is. But the problem is we have very, very short span of life. In that there is no question of taking a detour and coming back. We don't have so much of time. We have to continue walking and running on the same path. We cannot take a detour and go around and come back to the same path where we stopped. We don't have so much of time. Therefore, we have to be very, very careful. Very, very careful that even we can become a materialist. There are so many examples in ISKCON itself. Full-time devotees have become nice, proper materialists. Very, very strong materialists. In fact, they are better materialists than the other demonic materialists. Because their demonism is too high as compared to the other demonic materialists. So many people like that. So many. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, we see even the associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was dragged by Maya, he was cheated by Maya. Kala Krishna Das. Kala Krishna Das accompanied Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the South Indian tour. He was taking care of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His job was to carry the danda and Angavastra. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with both the hands will be counting and chanting and dancing. Now this person who's supposed to be there with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all the time, serving him personally, he was cheated by this great cheater, that is Maya, and he was dragged by the group of gypsy women, or also it is called as Bhattatari women, or the group called gypsies. And he went and he was enjoying with them to such an extent that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Chaitanya, he had to go in the hub of Maya and pull him out. See the service that Lord does for all of us. Lord is entering the hub of Maya and then he is pulling out the devotee from there. Obviously, he was chastised later and other things, that's history. But this happened. So if personal associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu can get cheated, then who are we? Who are we? We are just strugglers. We are sadhakas who are struggling in the realm of Krishna consciousness, trying to come to a certain level of Krishna consciousness. Very, very difficult. Therefore, whenever we get this thought that bas bahut ho gaya, bhakti bahut ho gaya, this devotee is not cooperating, management is not cooperating, I'm not getting that service which I like, this devotee always troubles me in all my services, not allowing me to move ahead. Chalo, better I go out. I'll go out and practice bhakti alone. As soon as the thought comes, immediately you should understand there's a card that is thrown by Maya. And this bhakti alone means bhakti with Maya. So our constant companion will be Maya at that time. And Maya will initially say, see, now you're doing so nice bhakti. Since you're alone, when you're chanting, there's no one around who is disturbing you, continue chanting. Good, she'll encourage initially. Good, you should do that. And see, once in a while you go to satsang also, you're a devotee. You should go. Have only prasad. And then with time, now since he has got full faith on the cheater, now the cheater will begin cheating in various other ways. Don't go to that association. See, those people, how they behave, they misbehaved with you. How are you going there? Now just take shelter of YouTube. Why you need to go physically once in a week also? No need to go. And you cook in your own place. No. Why are you going to temple and eating? And after some time, you're getting tired cooking and just eat whatever is available in the PG or wherever. Just eat whatever. And YouTube, there are so many other options. Why are you watching all the time lectures of these bald-headed people? Come on, let's enjoy. Let's go to the next level. And just imagine the constant companion of the living entity, that is Maya. She will trick the person, cheat the person at different level and take him out of bhakti completely. Therefore, as soon as we get this thought that I should give up, immediately you should understand this is the card thrown by Maya. Now the worst part is we will not understand this card thrown by Maya. Who will understand? Our guides will understand. Our superiors will understand. So when they say that the card is thrown by Maya, this is the card that is thrown by Maya. So at that time we shouldn't think, Prabhuji, you are in Maya. The only thing that we should do is at that particular point of time, we should just trust our superiors. Therefore, I always say that in Krishna consciousness, if we don't have a loving relationship with at least one superior, so in the critical times when we are planning to get cheated, thoroughly cheated, we'll not be able to get saved. Because if you don't have a loving, affectionate superior, then we'll not listen to anyone when we are getting cheated. When Maya is throwing her cards, we'll just dance on those cards. We'll not be able to get saved. But if we have a loving, affectionate superior, only for him at least, now we'll follow. Okay, Prabhuji is saying, I'm not interested to stay here. But he's saying, okay, stay for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll stay. And the superior should be intelligent. He should stay for another 2 weeks. Now Janmashtami is coming. The way the devotees would trick Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The superior should trick this about Janmashtami, Radhashtami, Kartik, book distribution. See, we have very less volunteers. Why don't you help us in book distribution? And finally, the devotee, by the mercy of his superiors, by the blessings of the acharyas, maybe he'll realize, no, this is the card of Maya, I shouldn't go. One question that we should always ask, I felt this is a very, very valid question and a very important question for all the full-time devotees especially. So when we get a thought to leave, due to whatever reason, recently one devotee, he left Brahmachari ashram. So there, we had a discussion. And the devotee was saying that there's no one to share heart with. I'm not able to share my heart with anyone. Some other place, the reason that is given is, no, management is not proper. My authority is not proper. They don't understand what I want. They don't understand what service I want to do. I'm actually a star, but they made me a stone. One thing that we have to ask is, I am here as a full-time devotee just to constantly, continuously, consistently render devotional service. Is that getting hampered? That should be the question. Is my continuous, consistent devotional service getting hampered? Is there anyone who is troubling me in the morning program from Mangalarti, till Bhagavatam class? In fact, we are troubled because we are told that mandatorily you are supposed to sit. So we have to ask this question. Is there anyone who is obstructing my morning program? Is there anyone who is obstructing my sadhana, my seva? Other things are okay. I'll just bear with it and go. Go ahead. And how much more time I have? What few more years? That's it. Say people who are in now mid-20s or 30s. How much more time they have? Another 20, 25 years, 30 years. 30 years are nothing in this world. Flick of a second. Therefore, whenever this thought comes, so you should always have this question, that is my sadhana bhakti getting affected? If not, you have to just tolerate and continue. Therefore, it's very important to continue irrespective of different circumstances that we have. The only thing that I would say at the end is, it's a rare opportunity. We have got cheated. We have come in association of devotees. And I'm sure we have gone out, again we have got cheated. And again we have come in the association of devotees. Like this from time immemorial we have been doing. And again in this life, the cheater is waiting. She is waiting. When will this very, very nice customer of mine from so many lifetimes turn towards me? Now he's turned towards Krishna. When he'll turn towards me, she is waiting. She is waiting. Therefore, I always say, it's a rare opportunity. Let's not miss it. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki.